Hi there, I'm Keith and I am here to give you a little walkthrough of Informant for Mac. So here I am on the pocketinformant.com website. I'm on the page for Informant for Mac. If you need to download it, you can download it here for free. It's a totally free download, which is awesome. So once you get it downloaded, you can just set it up like you would any other program, and then you can open it up. And let's get started here. What is so great about Informant for Mac? Well, first of all, it combines your calendar and your tasks into a single app. So what you need to do and when you need to do it, all managed in a single app. Another thing I love about Informant for Mac is the ability to manage projects. So if you've got a project for remodeling your kitchen or anything else that you're going to have a project for, you can manage projects a lot better than managing projects with the Reminders app that comes with your iPhone or on your Mac. It also works great with Pocket Informant or Informant 5 on your iOS device, Pocket Informant on your Android, or Informant on your iPhone or iPad. And if you have it set up with an Informant Sync account, you can make sure that all that data is synchronized and working well together between each of those devices. Another one of the great things about Informant for Mac is it allows you to take all your different calendars that you might have. We got one calendar for work, one calendar for school, one calendar for the church organization, one calendar for kids soccer. So many different calendars. You got Google for this, iCloud over here. Maybe you've got an Outlook.com calendar, or Outlook 365, or an Exchange. You can pull all of those calendars in and manage them in one app. Okay, so what does it do? Informant for Mac is a personal productivity tool. So it helps manage your calendar, your tasks. It's got a number of really great calendar views, week views. It's got this staggered week view, which a lot of people really love. Of course, a great 30-day view. Shows more than just dots, which is nice. It's got tasks, so you can manage tasks, and you can organize your tasks into projects, which is really great. And it's got notes as well, so you can organize all the different notes that you might be taking as well. Okay, let's talk a little bit about some basic terminology here inside the app. This little icon right here, we're going to call this the focus view. So whenever we refer to the focus view, this is what we're talking about here. This is a filter over here on the left. Okay, a little bit of terminology here that we want to talk about. We've mentioned calendar. So calendar is where we will have appointments or events. Tasks are activities that need to get done not on a specific date or time, whereas calendar events are activities that get done on a certain day and time. In the task area over here, we're going to have tasks. These are individual things that need to get done. You're going to have tasks can be organized into projects. So I'm right-clicking on my mouse or two-finger tapping, and I can add a new project here. If you're familiar with the GTD methodology, you might be familiar with this term context. These are related to tasks. So context only exists for tasks. So what is the context in which this task needs to get done? Is it something that you're going to do in the car? Is it something that you're going to do on Saturdays? Is it something that you're going to do at Home Depot? Tags are also very useful inside of Informant. So you can tag virtually every record inside Informant so that you can group and sort and organize your tags as well. Tags are a great way to organize the data that you have inside Informant. All right, one of the questions that you might want an answer to with Informant for Mac is how to set up your Informant Sync account. So first thing you'll do is click on the Informant menu. You'll click on Add Sync Account, and right here you can just select on it right there, and you can put in your Informant Sync account. If you don't have an Informant Sync account already, you can create a new one right here. And that will immediately start pulling in all of the data that's part of that sync account. If you've already got your native accounts configured on your Mac, then Informant should be able to see them. So how do you know if you have native accounts set up? Well, you'd click on the little Apple icon, you go into System Preferences, and you'd go into Internet Accounts, and you can look and see which accounts you've got set up, and if they have things like calendar or contacts or reminders and whatnot. And so any of those that you've got set up should be accessible from inside of Informant. Okay, one of the things that I recommend starting with is tags. I like tags because I like to use tags to keep things organized, group things together. You can see here I've got some tags set up. So tags are on the main menu here under Manage Tags, and you can use tags for anything. You can have 100 tags, you can have 5 tags, you can have as many or as few as you want. One thing that I recommend creating a tag for each of your different life areas. So, part of what we want to help you do with Informant is keep all areas of your life organized, personal, professional, so that, it doesn't matter if you're at the hardware store on a Saturday, or if you're in the office, or if you're at soccer practice. So to create a new tag, you just click the little plus button here. If I want to add a new tag for any one of these, let's say I was going to add one for soccer, I just type in soccer. I can choose any color, and you can even choose an icon for that tag. And what that will do is any activity that's associated with that particular tag will get that icon. So you can see here in my task area, I've got my tags listed over here. So I can basically filter by each one of those tags. Now, a couple other fancy little things that you can do here. If I'm not filtering by a tag, and I've got some tasks in my inbox is basically a place where my tasks will go when I create them, and then I can move them into a project. I'm clicking on it, dragging and dropping over here. So if I want to drag one into a project, I can do that. If I want to drag a task into a tag, I can do that as well. Okay, so let's take a look at some of the preferences that are available. So I'm going to go up here to Informant Preferences, and I'm going to click on General. One of my favorite preferences are these quick entry shortcuts. So you click on that, and basically what you do is you just choose your own shortcut key. I like Option-Command-T for creating a new task. Now what that allows me to do is I can be anywhere on my computer. I don't even have to be inside Informant. I can be anywhere, and I can hit Control-Option-T. Up pops this little window right here, and I can say create new video. And if you click the little question mark over here, you'll see that there's some additional tips to add to this task. For instance, if I wanted to add a project name, I can, when I'm done with that, just click enter. It records the task and saves it for me. So then when I go and I open up Informant again, that task is going to be in my inbox here. And then my inbox, basically my inbox are all the tasks that I've created, but I haven't really organized them into projects or grouped them into specific areas. So I can do a couple of things. If I'm ready to mark them off, I can just check them off. Completed tasks will be hidden unless you want to show your completed tasks. Now I can right click or double tap on my mouse pad on any one of these folders to show the completed items or to add new project, context, tag, or smart filter. Now as I open up this task here, you can see that it has got a couple of tags on it. It's got Fanatic, and it's also got Family on the tags, and that's why it has those two icons right there. It's in my inbox. So if I wanted to drag this to one of my projects, let's say I've got a project called Movable, I can drag it in there. If I want to hold down my control key, I can select multiple tasks and drag them into a project. If I've got multiple projects that I want to delete, or multiple tasks that I want to delete, I can click on multiple. I'm holding down the command key, and then I can right click and I can indicate delete. Alright, let's say I want to create a new project. So over here in my projects list, I can right click or double tap and say new project. And I'm going to create a project for make new video. and I can choose my sync account that I want this project to be synced with. Again, this is another reason why having an Informant sync account is nice. I can determine whether the project contains tasks, notes, or tasks and notes. And I can, if I have a template, I can use my template there. And autocomplete will automatically close the project when the last task is completed. I like to close my projects out manually, so I'm going to leave it manually. And then with the next action handling, this has to do with when I create the tasks in the projects, if I just can get them done in any order, or if they need to be done sequentially, or if there is a single next action. So this will just allow me to have a single next action. Alright, so once I've got my project created, it says make new videos. So I'm just going to double tap in here and I'm going to say new task, and my first task, I need to write my script. My second task, I need to find my mic. I need to create my demo account. And let's say as one of these tasks is going to have a subtask. So over here I can create a new subtask, and I can do that either as a subtask or a checklist item. My project's starting to come together here. So if I've got these tasks here and I've got them associated with my project, one thing that I could do if I wanted to is I could drag these tasks and associate them with a particular tag. Alright, sorry about the abrupt ending there, but if you've liked this video so far and you'd like to see additional videos like it, go ahead and subscribe to the channel here. If you want to see some of the other videos that we've got, then you can go ahead and click on the links here at this ending screen. You can go ahead and watch some of those other videos. If you have some suggestions on other videos that you might like to see or specific functionality, go ahead and put your questions down in the comments and we'll either reply to them or we'll create a video that might be able to help you out. Thanks, and I hope you enjoy Informant for Mac.